Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, postnasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. I'm your host, Mikey Bananas, from the Grown Man Record Night program. Back in effect after a week off, but I do appreciate Captain Car Wash filling in and holding it down last week. Hope you guys that were able to join us had a good time watching some cartoons, listened to some records. Man, it was a good time. Really enjoyed that. It's been 2 years since we did Captain Car Wash show. Even though YouTube was being a cockneck and wouldn't let us play the cartoons, we still played them on Twitch and still had a good time. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, no Fever again tonight. Actually, Fever is headed up to, I don't want to say where because that's Scotty's business. Going up to meet Scotty, Mid-Atlantic states, we'll say. They're going to go see a concert program this weekend together. So Fever's getting on the road and driving 5-6 hours in the morning. So he's not here. Jay had to work late. Also, not here. No Jay. No Jay. So we're hanging out. That being said, momentarily I will be dropping a link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and hang out, chat for a little bit, show some records off, start some shit. Whatever you want to do, man. I may be dropping the old link ski. Not maybe. I'm going to be dropping the link ski in the chat, and we'll see what the fuck happens. Comb the ice. Oh, Jay. I was like, man, what? I was already confused. We're just getting started. Old radios. What's going on? It's finally got records. Got to work tomorrow. I hear that, man. I hear that. This week's been a kick in the dick all the way around. I've been busting my ass all week long, so I was really bling. What should we go with? Should we go? No, I'll go silver. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Get off it. Where'd it go? Where's my silver one? Good looking out, Murph. It's got cat hair on it now, but that's okay. Look like an LA Raider from like the 80s. Look like an 80s rapper that's also a big Raiders fan. Which chain smells the worst? Gold, 100%. This one is not great, but the gold one, oh god damn. Pretty crazy. I don't know if I told you guys, Actually, I don't know if I told you guys or not. You know, last year we did a stream from the Outer Banks fishing in October. Going to be going back and doing some fishing this October as well. Down in Oak Island. It won't be the Outer Banks this time. Oak Island, North Carolina. So we'll be going down there in about a month. So I've been doing a lot of reading and looking up about fishing and stuff. I'm a big fisherman anyway, but just kind of getting back in the whole swing of things. Which reminds me, Jerry, did I ever tell you about? I read this story about a fish that somebody kept in this big tank, and it could actually talk. And when somebody put one of those little things you stick in an aquarium, like the little ornament things in there, it was like a big wall, and so the fish just swam right into the wall. So what did the fish say when he slammed right into the wall, Jerry? Damn. Now my fingers smell like this chain. Like, no kidding. Really smells like this chain. It's kind of a problem. Hey, look, Fred, I have to say, that whole premise and joke came up since I started the intro to the show. I realized, like, oh, fuck, there's no joke. And so that's what happened between me hitting go and right then, was that joke and that setup, that premise. Short notice, but that's okay. But no, I did appreciate everybody hanging out with us last week. It was a different kind of, it was like a different whole vibe, man. And it enjoyed it because, like I said last week, it was an opportunity to play some different kinds of records, some country records, some like early rock and roll stuff. Which really enjoyed. It was a good time. It was a good time. But the show intro is like 10 minutes long. Yeah, I mean, at least I'm not doing the countdown anymore, see? So, no, the intro is nice and short. It's not too bad. It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. But yeah. Yeah, it was a good save. Let's catch up with some stuff. Like I said, Fever's not here. Jay's not here, so I'll be throwing the link out momentarily. Did want to thank everybody that participated in the Twitch stream earlier tonight because we completed a level 5 hype train. I know a lot of you boomers don't know what the fuck that is. But that's okay. But significant amount of gifted subs and bits. Everybody was all up in this mug. I mean, tonight it was great. It's fantastic. Fred, miss you. Nebulous Prowler, Fluffhead, Carl resubbed. I mean, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. So I really do appreciate that. And to that point, hit some sort of a milestone over on YouTube this week. We actually hit 900 subs on the nose. Hey, it only took us 10 years. So in another 10 years, we'll probably reach 1,000. So actually the goal this year was to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. So we'll see. Have to crank out some content. That's creeping up. 100 subs in a couple of months. So we'll see. But thanks everybody for the old school people that have been here for fucking ever, and there's some new cats that popped up. It's only been watching Record Night for a few weeks and stuff, and that's really cool too, man. Really, it's really cool to see. That's a nice mix of people and shit. Did want to mention tomorrow night I will be doing another guest spot over on the Hydra Sessions with Mr. Bizarro over on his channel. So you guys be sure to tune in for that. Came up with a little set. Got noticed today. May need to extend it a little longer, which is kind of exciting. Some of the stuff I had to carve out and leave on the floor, I may be able to put back in, and so that's going to be fun. It's going to be stuff. It's going to be stuff. I almost said it's going to be stuff. It's going to be good stuff. But Hydra 15 it is. Yeah. What's up, Teddy? You're old? Shit. I mean, I'm not young, but you know. Yeah, everybody. That's quote of the night, Aaron. Everybody go make 20 YouTube accounts and sub to Grown Man Record Night. No, but if you are watching the program and you don't know us, I don't beg for subs. I don't do that shit. I beg for them on Twitch. No, but if you like what you're seeing, be sure to smash that like button. It triggers the algorithm. It does. I've realized that. I did this, I had a really weird thing with YouTube earlier because, I mean, my videos don't do that well, but whatever. I did this NoFi video about records that would never be pressed to MoFi. And it did my standard, like, it had probably like 200 views or something like that. And then like, overnight, it was like, boom, another 100. And then the next day, it was like, boom, 2 more 100. And something must have tripped the algorithm, and it started popping up in like everybody's feed. So it was crazy. That's really weird. Because I like got up the next day and was like, whoa, this has almost 500 views on it. I'm like, what the fuck? And that's just it's not normal for us. So that's cool. Cheers to Stunty for starting the thread. Yeah, it was fun. Good stuff. Good stuff. You know, I did want to say tonight, get into a little something here. We did have somebody croak this week, which was sad. Kind of near and dear to the program, actually. Ramsey Lewis actually led off with a track. And it led me to want to make a point. I've said this a whole bunch of times over the years, but Ramsey Lewis is one of these guys that you could find in dollar bins all day long. And actually, this is a jazz record, obviously. The In Crowd, it's like a live recorded jazz record, and it's kind of down the middle. It's an El Cheapo. It's not anything you like brag to your friends about or like make videos about, and you don't hear it talked about too often or anything. You can pick it up super cheap. I think it's a killer record. I think this thing swings like fuck. I love it. I love this record, and I picked it up for. I've got a shit ton of Ramsey Lewis records in like a section probably like this. And the point was that never let like a dollar record or anything turn you away from checking something out, because dollar amount does not always equal how good the record is. And especially early on in collecting, these were like gold to me, man. And I picked up so many Ramsey Lewis records, and they kept us entertained for a really long time. And it's funny because I think in the VC, just like radio kind of tells you what to listen to. And for a lot of people, the VC does that at times, where there becomes like a fad or a trend that kind of goes through the VC. Everybody's showing this thing or that thing. I remember when I first started, like in 2012, everybody was ape shit over Genesis, like the old proggy Genesis, which I dig, but like it was all about that. So everybody's showing their record, and it's gone through different phases over the years, and we kind of pride ourselves on the fact that we've always played literally everything here on the show from the get. We've never really followed any. I mean, we've went in and out of fads and trends of our own mind. You know, we've collected, prog records, and then jazz records, and then psych records, and then punk stuff, metal stuff. Like we go through phases and stuff. Me and Steve both, but yeah, I'm proud of the fact that we never really bought into any of that shit, and we've always kept it just open and free and play whatever the fuck we want, The one with his face on it, I was gonna actually play that one too, Shane. It's got almost like it's tattooed, and he's got braces or some kind of weird shit. I love that one. I will say, it is also a good reminder. Ramsey Lewis is a good indicator of really, really funky records that have slow jams like sandwiched like between really good songs, which sucks. Because not that the slow jams are bad songs, it's just not stuff I want to listen to right then. You know what I mean? But that always, once we got kind of further on and collecting and we had more things to choose from, that's really more the reason that Ramsey Lewis kind of got left to the wayside for the most part, is because those slow jams are kind of just stuck in the middle there. You know what I mean? Let's say I'd throw out a Warped and Trash Ramsey album on Sunday. He looked at me and said, "So you know it's going to go to the trash and probably die." And the next day, you heard he passed. Oh no way! Oh wow, you guys killed Ramsey Lewis. Come on, man. Nah, but we should cheers him up. I think so. I mean, I'm telling you, like from when my collection was about that big, there was probably 4 Ramsey Lewis records in there. Because I wouldn't buy anything that wasn't in the fucking dollar bin or in the Goodwill, and there was a lot of that stuff. And he's giving us a lot of entertainment here, that's for damn sure. One hundo. Who else is doing a shot? What you guys drinking tonight? Huh? Cheers, everybody. Dude, I played Joe Farrell last Saturday. Shane, I got one that I've picked up, and I did that based on the Metal Theologian gifted us one when he was up here last. And it's a killer record. I love Joe Farrell. You're into the hard stuff? Pepsi Zero Sugar? Aaron, Pepsi Zero Sugar is Pepsi Max. It has 70 milligrams of caffeine. And no wonder you don't sleep. Jesus fuck, dude. Sail beers all day and Sailor Jerry. Boy, I hadn't had Sailor Jerry in like 10, 15 years. I kind of gave up on it's the rare CTI that doesn't suck. Yeah. I knew I couldn't remember if it was CTI or what's the other one? Fuck. I'm drawing a blank. What's the other one? Not CTI, but you know what I'm saying. ECM. Yeah. Always, those two are like go hand in hand. Hand and freaking hand, man. But yeah, cheers to Ramsey Lewis. Shame he passed, but leaves behind a wealth of music for us to enjoy for years and years to come. Fuck, I guess I can throw the link out here if anybody wants to jump up. We can go in that way. We can go ahead and get it set up because it'll probably take some canoodling. Invite, copy link. Now, depending on how many people jump up, it may, we'll kind of limit people to, whatever it is. Can I swallow a bit closer to the mic? Oh no! What, my own spit or the shot? I like doing that. I like getting. I like making sure you guys know what's going on. Oh, you almost sent me a Ramsey Lewis record. That's funny. Yeah. Speaking of which, our pal Cliff down here in the chat sent us a box of stuff this week. If you didn't know, it says VCLT right there on it. You can hear my neck moving. So yeah, we'll get into that shit later on in the program. 100%. Let's keep it moving here. Oh wait. Oh shit, Aaron's in here. Hold up. Let me put my headset on. If I'm gonna put my headset, I'm gonna put my new optic hat on. Hashtag green wall.
Is that a pro-Trump hat?
You hear me, Aaron?
Yep, I got you.
Okay. Give me just a sec, folks. Make sure you're loud and shit so you drown out the music. Don't be mumble talking like Jay.
I'm gonna talk right here. Just loud enough.
I don't know why there's a. All right, we got you. I'm just adjusting the size here.
Can you make me look skinnier?
I mean, if I could, hell, I'd be doing that for my damn self. I'm just trying to trimming. I'm trimming. See, I'll just do it this way. Boom. How about that shit? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aaron Griffin. See, that was a little sped up, a little better than normal, right?
Yeah, that wasn't as clusterfucky.
See, it's just we have to play games. Oh, Zonkman with the Submarino.
10 years the charm.
Yeah. Of course, the alerts are right over your face, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Should I put you Should I put you over here?
I don't care.
Put you really close to my face, like this. Should I put you like right here? No, I need to put you down here so I get rid of that damn shit.
I didn't know if you would let me in the stream tonight with my Brave shirt on.
Oh fuck! Well, I mean, whoa.
Uh-oh. Resize it.
Oh shit! No, the program almost crashed. Holy shit balls!
What, OBS?
Yeah, just all of a sudden. Of course. Yeah, so what's been going on, dude? What you been up to?
A lot of shoots. I'm shooting Duke football tomorrow. So.
How's your mama and them?
They're good.
All right.
Kids are sick, so that's good. You know.
Do you ever get your kids sick on purpose?
No.
Got
But I've given them mixtures of melatonin and cough syrup before to make them go to sleep.
These are recorded, Aaron. I don't know if that's anything.
You need to go to bed now.
I said go to bed now. Lay off me, I'm starving.
Yeah, it's been fairly busy. A lot of editing stuff this coming week. I don't have any shoots, but
yeah,
I've got like, I don't know, 8 videos I got to edit this coming week or something like that.
I've been busy as fuck. I'm gonna put emotes in there that look like my hat, just because.
It's fancy.
Yeah. So what was your did you have anything that stands out to you that reminds you of like dollar bin digging from back in when you first started? Because you probably hadn't been collecting super long, but you probably gotten a lot of records in a short amount of time.
Dude, I've got I started collecting, I think it's only been like 2 years in December. And I think I've got 700 already.
Oh wow.
So like I had to buy the new record shelf from IKEA because I know I'm going to outgrow it soon. So
they just started making those again, right? The Calyx or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife was going to a concert like a month ago down in Charlotte. And I'm like, hey, since you're going down there,
hey yo, Noisy Beast, thanks for the Submarino.
Because you can have stuff shipped from IKEA, but it's like stupid expensive. Like shipping's like 3 times as much as the freaking furniture is.
Yeah, I did that when I bought this house, actually.
It's like the shelf was like $80 and then shipping's like $200.
Oh, Miss You gifted that to Noisy. Thank you, Miss You. Holy shit, you guys are on a fucking tear tonight. Fucking tear, bro.
I would say even the short time I've been collecting, a lot of Johnny Mathis.
Johnny Mathis.
A lot of Johnny Mathis.
Yeah, but I mean stuff that you've bought though.
Oh, stuff that I bought and then like
that you kind of like that you can dig, and when you see it again, you're like, oh yeah, I bet.
Probably like Herb Albert stuff. Like
That's another one, man. I mean, it's kind of a running joke, you know, like, you know,
I see it everywhere.
I love Herb Albert, man. And my running thing I always say is like, if it's a Saturday night or something and I'm making tacos over here, man, I'm throwing on a Herb Albert record while making tacos.
Didn't Randy really like Herb Albert from the station?
I think so. Or the other one I do is Mexicali Brass. That's another one. If you ever run,
I think that's the one.
If you ever run into Mexicali Brass, that's also good taco making music. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was sorting through some stuff and came across some Herb Albert stuff today. The one with the chicken like covering the whipped cream on the cover.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Like I just saw somebody's got a picture with a like, it's like a record store with like, no, there's a video I saw of a record store and their like top wall is like nothing but those. So there's like 100 of those surrounding the store.
That's funny.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith, that's another one. Shane mentioned Jimmy Smith. Like early on, I was trying to think of the ones that I really... it's Ramsey Lewis and, God, who's the other one that was... It's very similar to Ramsey Lewis, but a lot of Jimmy Smith, and I love that shit. And it's not... You know the same thing about, like, what I was saying about, like the in crowd here. Like, you know, this is not Ornette Coleman. It's not John Coltrane, but it was also $1. And we've also, you know, it's a good listen, but you know, not everything has to be super expensive or rare or whatever. Sometimes it's just good fucking music, no matter what, you know. So never turn your back on it, man.
I've bought a lot of stuff that I wouldn't buy, you know, if it wasn't $1.
Yeah,
like a lot of shit. I'm like, I probably won't listen to this, but I can't leave it here.
I got tons of that. Yeah,
if I'm at a Goodwill, I'm like, Like I started going through stuff. I'm like going through my whole collection. I'm like, am I really going to listen to most of this? Probably not.
Oh, I'm really to that point now. Hey, what's
I probably just need to like take it all to a local store. Like, just give me credit, and I'll. You know.
Yeah, it's the shit I should have done a long time ago. DJ Trish is up in this mug. Eddie Perez says, "What's up, Eddie?" He says, "Real Mexicans don't listen to or know who Herb Albert is." I've also heard like real Mexicans don't put cheese on their tacos either. So, do you know that, Aaron?
I did not. It's the white person taco night stuff.
Yeah. Hot plate.
Hot plate. I did just buy tickets. I talked about it on Wednesday, but to Corrosion of Conformity, they're playing down here in November 17th. So.
Now, who's playing drums for Corrosion since Reed has passed?
I don't know.
I don't think I've heard that.
I saw them probably like 2018 maybe, and they were really good. I saw them at the Ritz, but they're playing at Lincoln Theater this time.
Hell yeah! Do you own any of their shit on vinyl? Did you pick up Blind or Deliverance or any of those?
No, I still haven't.
I didn't either.
Did they finally release Deliverance? Like last time I checked, they were still like they're still in pre-order.
I've saw it at my local shop, and I was picking up some stuff that was kind of like used and a little rarer, and I really wanted Deliverance, and when I saw it, it was like
$30 or something.
35. That just grinds my gears, dude. I'm like, I know, but like. It's there's principalities involved here. And I asked the guy at the counter, I was like, hey, look, man, I really want this COC record. I know it just came out. It's like, is this going to be like available, or like, should I nab this now?
They have like one copy of it?
Yeah, one copy. And he's like, let me check it out. And I was like, I know some of the other, like Blind and some of those other ones kind of sold out and was kind of rare, or not rare, but like tough to get.
Yeah.
And he looked it up, and I told him that, and he was like, yeah, he's like Blind and some of the other ones, it was like gone. But he's like, man, this one seems to be free and readily available, and we should be reordering for, you know, at least for temporary, permanently. I'm like, okay, so I bought the other stuff, because That really, I'm buying like an $8 record, a $10 record. Then maybe I drop a 20 on this one, but then I'm like, oh, but I also want this, and it's 35, and that just kind of fucks the whole record budget up for that trip, you know?
You're like, oh, now I spent $120. Great.
Yeah, you go from spending $30, $40 and getting a stack of records to spending $100 and getting a stack of records. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm not reading chat like I should. Feel cheated, never bought records, always inherited them from the stations. All that. Yeah, you and Vance, both of you. Merv. Thank you, Trish. Congrats on 900 subs. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. We're trying, man. We're trying. Let's see. I'll keep ticking along in the. See, this is gonna fucking. It's gonna freeze you up. It's gonna freeze you up when I do this, but I'm gonna have to do this anyway. I need to do. I wonder if I did this. Move around, Aaron. No, it didn't freeze you. It didn't freeze you. I wonder if I bring this up on another browser rather than. See, it's weird because I got the rundown and like all this shit on Chrome, right? And so if I click off of Chrome or like change tabs, it makes you freeze sometimes. That's okay. I'll do this real quick. Boom. If this is a two-factor authentication, I can't say that word. I'm gonna get super fucking mad. I love the No, I got it. Boom. Now I've gotten 40 emails. Did you just sign in on a different browser? We don't recognize this computer. That's what my computer just said. I posted this in the Discord earlier. This is pretty nuts, man. And that was my nickname in college. Fuck. Come on, bro. Get it together. So these guys have come up with, this is not what I thought it was, but it's a record that's actually a guitar pedal, and there's two versions.
Oh yeah, watch that video.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's not what I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be like...
Yeah, look at that trucker hat.
Yeah, this guy, he's serious about it. Fuck.
8 inches tall.
Yeah. It definitely is. Why did you just freeze again? God damn it. Hold up. I know.
It's time to get a switcher, man.
Yeah, that won't help this. I promise you. See, look, now you're frozen. This is sad, Aaron. Look at sad, Aaron. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Now it's unfrozen. I'll just do it on my phone. Fuck it. I don't want to fuck with this no more. No, so this guy, it's a band called Brother Oh Brother, and the name of the album is Skinwalker. It's a double whammy, both a record and a guitar pedal. You have to have like a free floating, because it's a super thick record. But one of them is like a delay pedal and one of them is like an overdrive, and it has like an input on the side of the fucking record, and you can plug your guitar in it and actually like make it a fucking guitar pedal.
It should have like a sliding plate on the top where you can like scratch it at the same time. Scratch it with your foot.
See, I thought it was going to be... What I actually thought it was going to be is... Damn it, you froze again. No, I'm pissed off. I'm getting pissed off. I thought it was going to be like a thing where you could control like the weird shit of the record. Like while the record's playing, you could like add effects to the record or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
Well, there's something you can make.
It's true.
You and Merv get together and you figure it out.
Oh, Merv could figure that out, I bet you. 100%. 100%. Move around, Aaron. Why does it keep freezing you? That's so weird. God, this program is so fucking wonky. That's all right. We're figuring it out. See, now you're good. And nothing I did made any sense for that to work. That's so fucking weird.
Does it just freeze me when you try to go to a different window?
Yeah, but even like I brought up a different browser, so I opened up the rundown in not Chrome, but like Edge, because I'm, Edge, because I'm a 90-year-old woman.
The YouTube musician.
That's all right. I was bringing the rundown up here so I cannot see it at all. I'm sure. There's only 35 copies of that record, by the way.
Which one?
That the one which you can plug the guitar into and shit.
Oh, how much is it?
I don't know. I didn't see that, but
I bet it's gonna be pretty ridiculous.
Pretty interesting though, and I'm sure it's gonna be something cool to have, but like, I mean, you're not gonna want to really go out and get it. Yo, it's glad you're up here for this, because this just popped today. Brand new Elder record gonna be coming out this November via Stickman in the EU and Armageddon Shop in the US. Details and music to follow in the coming weeks. Excited to share our latest work with you all. That was the only thing the band said. But they released this cover, brand new Elder record. We just saw them live, me and Aaron, and it's fucking shit. Cool cover too. They never disappoint on the cover art. They literally, they never disappoint. So really looking forward to that, man. That's going to be super awesome. I'm sure.
I know you're not a tattoo guy, but you should get Reflections of a Floating World as a chest piece.
How about a neck piece?
Yeah, it starts at your neck and like goes like down here. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. How many tattoos do you have? Do you have a bunch of tattoos?
No, I only have 3.
Okay.
I want to get more. Just kids are expensive, so.
Yeah. Get your kid tattooed on you.
I'm gonna tattoo me on my kid.
That's even better. It'll get you prepared for your vaccinations.
You said you listened to a little bit of the new Clutch today.
It's coming up. You want to skip ahead in the rundown or what?
Sorry. Just trying to make conversation here.
It's coming up. Actually, we'll jump to it right now. I will jump to it. Let's pull it up. Boom. I did, because there's a couple of things that I've listened to previously that full albums got released today. Clutch being one of them. And everything I heard off this record sounds pretty damn good. It sounds like Clutch. I know that sounds corny, but like
that was my description. I was talking to somebody else about it. Like it's Clutch. It's Clutch.
If you said this album came out in 1998, I would have been like, all right.
I really like that cover.
Yeah, very cool cover. But yeah, it's solid. It's right down the middle. Like I said, I hadn't listened to the whole thing, but listened to a few of the tracks, and I don't want to say I was impressed or I was blown away or anything like that. It's just like, sweet, a new Clutch record. I like Clutch, and there it is. Boom.
Well, especially a band that's been around that long, you never know if they're like going to try to do something different. And you're like, yeah, it's really not my thing. Like,
that, and
like
that's
In Flames did that in a few albums. You're like, I love the early stuff, and then like they did some stuff that was like kind of like almost like radio rock, and everybody's like, what the fuck is this? Like, I
have to say, and then Clutch has never done that. I mean, they've always kind of stayed tried and true to like what they do, and love them or hate them, it's just kind of what it is. You know what you're going to get. Some bands can get away with that. Other bands, I'm like, dude, you're recording the same album like fucking 40 times. Like, do something different. But for some, Clutch is one of those bands that when I want to hear Clutch, I want to hear Clutch, and I don't want to hear Clutch with a synthesizer or a guest female vocalist or like whatever the fuck. I want to hear fucking Clutch. Never really cared for Clutch. Cliff, dude, you're in Maryland. How can you say that? They have a song about crab. Crab. I got the crabs.
I think they put them on the state flag.
Yeah. They put clutch on the state flag?
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I'll go ahead and jump into this one too, like while we're in here. I posted this in the Discord earlier. Man, let me tell you something. This really blew me away right here. And a lot of times I just check shit out based on covers, and like I saw this cover and I'm like, all right, this looks like something. It looks like something. And so I checked it out, and it's this Middle Eastern psych rock collective, Al Khazar, their brand new like debut album. And man, it's got like just, it's what it says. It's like Middle Eastern vibey psychedelic music. Lee Ronaldo is involved with this and plays on some tracks from Sonic Youth, and also Jello Biafra is actually on this. And this shit is, let me tell you something, folks, go give this a Google and check it out. If you're an open-minded cat when it comes to music, it kind of sounds like Ohm in a way, like that Middle Eastern vibe that Ohm does. It's kind of got that stuff going on, but like more on the psych rock tip and not the doom metal. But there are parts where you hear that like the Middle Eastern music, like the instrumentals come in, and I expect to hear a guitar go like behind it, like Sun or something like that. It would mix really well.
You said this was their first album?
Yeah, and I just totally looked it up because of the cover. Because sometimes I'm just like, I'm going through stuff that came out today, and I'm like, meh, whatever. But so I look at like covers, and I'm like, okay, I wonder what that sounds like. I wonder what a cover like that sounds like. I got two good examples in this rundown of that, and this one 100% blew me away. So definitely check this out, man. What's up, Sean? How you doing, buddy? But
I know Behemoth had a new album come out today. I haven't listened to it yet. I don't know if you listen to them much, but
not really. I'm familiar. I'm Michael familiar with them, but I don't really know much about them.
I always keep up with the lead singer's law run-ins because he's been trying, like, since they do a lot of anti-Christian stuff. Like, so many authorities in Europe like try to get him for crimes and all. He's always in court about something. So
I have friends. I have friends like that. I definitely have friends like that. But we're big chillin', Sean. Big chillin'.
I do have a few things I picked up this week if you want me to show them.
Sure.
Actually, let me grab this thing off my shelf. I don't know if I've shown you this yet. I've had it for a while, but...
Okay.
They released this on Bandcamp probably a couple months ago, but I got one of the re-release of Dope Smoker.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's like the lime green.
Sweet.
And it was super cheap. I think it was like $10 or something like that.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I've ever shown that or not.
I don't think so, man.
But I don't have a deck to play it on, but I was like, yeah, I'll keep it sealed.
Yeah, we did talk about the Taylor Hawkins thing. I didn't see it. I think, did we talk about it last week? I think
it was maybe the week before.
It may have been a Wednesday night, or maybe the week before, because I think Jay or somebody was talking about it, because I didn't get to see it. But
I watched most of it. I watched it was on a couple Saturdays ago.
Wasn't it really long?
Yeah, it was like almost 7 hours long.
That's crazy. Good for them, though.
It was super group after super group. They'd bring oh, welcome to the stage, blah, blah, blah. And there's just like big time names just playing with each other. It was really cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I'm trying to think who, it's like, I forgot who reissued these. But, I'm a big Black Label guy.
Butt Lord Records?
Yeah. So I picked up 3 of their, and I was going to pick up the other 2 I need to complete the catalog. But like I was saying Wednesday, the records were like $25. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll pay that, each. But then I went to check out, and shipping was gonna be $23.
Dude, I've dumped shit out of a cart so many times because of that reason.
And it wasn't like I could see if it was coming from Europe, but it wasn't. It was like, oh, this is shipping from the United States warehouse. Why the fuck are you gonna charge me $23 then? That makes no sense. Because I got all 3 of these from the same fucking website, and shipping was like $8 for all 3.
Wow.
So I don't know. But this is 1919 Eternal. This is like their early stuff, so it's a lot heavier than. A lot of this has to do with his grandfather fought in World War One. World War
One. I need to go back and listen to some of this stuff because back in the day I was not a big fan of that, but I'm much more into it now. Like I dig that shit now.
This one, when did this come out? I think like 2004. I was really disappointed with this record at first because this was coming off of the much heavier stuff. And this is like more ballady stuff, but I love this record now. So yeah. Like I wasn't expecting it, but it's a lot slower stuff. But
that record you sent me of theirs, that the slowed down stuff is really good. That one song, it's like an acoustic song, is really fire. Like what is that? What's it called? Like
I don't remember what's on that album now.
That's like a
compilation album.
It's a one song you told me like to listen to.
Oh, is it?
But it's like, got acoustic stuff on it. Like
Tequila? Is that what you're talking about? I don't remember now.
I can't remember.
And this is probably my favorite record by them. Blessed Hell Ride. They still play like this one has like Stoned and Drunk, Doomsday Jesus, all that stuff. This was a huge record for them, and they still open and close with 2 of these songs off this album at their shows.
Hell yeah.
And then this one I ordered like maybe a week and a half ago. Completely forgot I ordered it, because I'm ordering too much shit. That means you're ordering too much shit when you forget what's coming.
Yeah, I've been down that road.
But this was released. This was put on their Bandcamp maybe 2 weeks ago. The new Wofat.
Oh yeah.
But this is this is an Oxblood variant press.
Hell yeah.
Of course, that's on Ripple. Let's see what's nothing too crazy.
What was that? The contest Ripple was running this week that you sent me. I was checking that out.
Yeah, so it was like you had to like caption a photo or something like that,
and also list your 10 like tracks that you would put on their
because they do a lot of compilation stuff. Like I guess they're doing one now, and they just released another one a couple weeks ago.
But they were saying like he would even put you like on the album credits.
Yeah, like he was like pretty much like CEO for a day. Like you got like 2 of everything that you wanted in the store or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Like
so. I don't know that much on Ripple. Like I was looking at what people were like suggestion for their entries, and I'm like, man, these are bands I don't even know. Like, and
you should just list like 10 Bob Seger songs.
I mean, I know Wofat and Steak and who else is on the Super Ape, or what is it called?
Yeah,
not Super Ape.
Ape Machine.
Ape Machine, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty cool though. Hey, I did, Aaron, before we do anything else, this popped up where I go to get my like what came out today stuff. If you can believe this. It's not a brand new record. This is a 27. I think it's their first record that got reissued today.
What? I can't see it yet. I have to wait on the stream to catch up.
Okay. I'll take a shot and wait.
Gotta let my Spectrum 5 megabits upload. Nice.
Casket Huffer. Now,
is this the second album?
It's their very first one. It's the first one.
Okay.
I thought it was a brand new record. So, if you guys don't know, a couple of years ago was 2019. It was the year of being aggressive. Cheers to Casket Huffer, by the way.
Which they had their phone number listed on their Facebook page, and we found it.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't even know why. I think I mentioned them on the show just because it was called Casket Huffer, and I'm like, okay, I've got to hype this band, whoever the fuck they are. So they're like a death metal group, right? And I'm talking about it. I'm like, man, that's a fucking killer name, Casket Huffer. And Aaron finds their fucking phone number on Facebook. Yeah, and we called him, and Steve left some fucking nonsensical message because they didn't answer. He was like, yeah, so call us back or whatever. Like, as he's saying the message, I'm like, what the fuck are you on, dude? Did you eat some gypsum weed? Like, this is fucking, even for me, this is nonsense right now. And so these dudes call back. And I took the call live on the air, and I'm like, hey, man, you're live on the air. And I was like, hey, we really like your record. And I was asking them questions about touring and, like, recording the record and all this stuff. They're in Wyoming, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere like that. Yeah, they're like North Dakota or something.
He kind of called in sort of sharp, like, man, what the fuck are you guys doing? And once I was like, hey, we're live on the internet, and we're like, you know, we like your record and all this stuff. And they were cool guys. And yeah, so this popped up in my list today, and I was like, oh, I got to talk about Casket Hover.
Are you sure that's not a different album? I feel like the first one had like candles and skulls and shit on it.
I think that was an EP or the second or something.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of EPs,
because this was 2017.
Okay.
So that was before.
I forgot I ordered these two. I ordered these two yesterday. I just haven't gotten them yet. I got a Spirit Adrift EP. I don't know if you've ever listened to them. Mm-hmm. It was super cheap. I was just randomly looking on Amazon deal the other day, and it was like $8 or something. I was like, for EP, I'll do $8. That's fine. And then I also I posted Discord with the Motorhead 40th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. No Sleep Till Hammersmith. It comes with like a book and all that stuff. It was like $25.
What?
So, yeah. And it was originally like 40 or 45 or something like that. I was like, all right, I only have I think the only Motorhead I have is Iron Fist.
Nice. Dude, those, I know there's coming out with another, I'm not a Record Store Day guy, but there's another version. It's volume 3 of those the Lost tapes is coming out.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've got that one, and I fucking love it. I should get the other ones too, man.
That's another question. Is there anything that, I know we talked a little bit on Wednesday, but anything that stuck out to you on the Black Friday one? There was a Black Label album coming out, but it's a compilation album. It was like when they were getting ready to switch record labels, and they had in their contract they had to put another album out.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we'll just do another compilation. And I think they wrote maybe one new song or something for it.
Who's the dub guy that's got the box coming out? Who did Super Ape? I'm drawing a blank. I keep wanting to say King Tubby. It's not King Tubby. What's his name? Oh my God. Return to Super Ape and Super Ape. The dub reggae guy. Drawing a blank. Jesus
Someone
Christ.
in chat will know.
They'll know. I'm just completely losing it.
Diddy Kong.
But yeah, I need to
But other than that, I was like, I mean, there was a couple of things, but nothing like, I don't know. A lot of picture discs. Which
Lee Scratch Perry, thank you. There's a Lee Scratch Perry I think it's a 4 LP box that's coming out, and I've been wanting to get some of his stuff for a long time, and I always kind of sleep on it. And that may be something, but it's Record Store Day, and it's a 4 LP box, so it's going to be fucking $200 or some dumb shit. I mean, it's, you know, it's funny. I see you guys are talking about flexi disc. I've been toying with I've got a small stack of flexis that I picked up that I'm thinking about doing a little quick, like 5-minute video on it, and maybe doing some needle drops on it. Just do a quick little, like, kind of fun video.
I'm trying to think. I have one. It was shit. Who was it? It was like a Burger King promo.
From back in the day.
Yeah.
I got some kind of modern ones, like recent shit.
No, this one I found, I think in probably Goodwill. I don't know where else I would have gotten it, but I don't remember who it was now. It was somebody semi-famous though, but it was like a Burger King promo. It was weird.
Burt Bacharach. You know, it's funny. I was talking about buying stuff or looking stuff up when I'm doing stuff that came out today based on cover and cover alone. This one was cover and name. The name of the group is Frig Dancer. Let me say that again. Frig Dancer. And this is the album cover. And let this sink in. Get a good look at this this album cover here, folks. I mean, I saw this and I didn't know shit about them or this album or anything, but I'm like, yep, I'm gonna give this a quick little Google search. I'm gonna ask Jeeves about this album real quick, and we're gonna give a good listen. And I'm glad I did. It's a punk rock record, kind of like a modern punk rock record. That's really fucking good, man. It's kind of melodic punk, but it's called on Hibernation Records, underground punk scene. It says to deliver their debut album, Hot Garbage. That's the name of the album, by the way, which is awesome. 16 anthems of catchy as frig melodic punk tied together with grunge sensibilities and hardcore attitude.
16 songs of one LP.
Yeah, well, it's punk. Come on.
45-second songs.
It's and hardcore attitude about enjoying your pointless existence, hating your job, and loving your pets. When you look at their little bio on Bandcamp, it just says drink coffee, make noise, who cares?
Words to live by.
I mean, it just seemed like my kind of folks, you know what I mean? I love finding these kind of modern punk bands that are like still doing it the right way, and this kind of seems like they're a little more polished in a lot of ways, but it's not a chick. I mean, despite the cover, it's because I thought it was going to be like a chick-fronted band. It's not that, but not that makes it bad. Everybody calm down. So I'll at least pull you through this segment, Aaron, and we'll see if anybody else is backstage, but you can chill as long as you want after that. I did want to say, new Mars Volta record came out today.
I haven't listened to that one yet.
I'm a big Mars Volta guy. I've kind of sung their praises for years and years and years, and I like those first few records that I'm really familiar with, and I know there's some that I'm kind of falling behind on. And I did give this a first listen today, and and a lot of people say this is like this is one of their more melodic records that they've done. It's if you're judging by their first records, like you may be like, oh, whoa, what are they doing, kind of thing. And I don't mind bands doing kind of a lower key, kind of lighter take on things or whatever. But I still have the same opinion when they released a couple, like at least one, maybe two singles off of this, like previous to this album being released. And I still kind of have the same opinion. The opinion is I don't really fucking like it.
Oh, really?
Like, I get it. It's not like it's a poor record. It sounds good. It's thoughtful and well put together. And like, I cannot see myself like going back and like
listen to it over and over.
Hey guys, I know what I want to listen to. This record. Literally never. Where like Francis the Mute, I'm like, bro, have you ever heard Francis the Mute? How many times have I ever said that like somebody came over? Yo, you ever heard Francis the Mute? Oh, bro. And then you got to go put it on, right? Like this is not that record. This is not that record. What's up, Jason Skills? How you doing, brother? And I'm all about these guys doing big, and I'm not just sitting here waiting to hate on them. But I don't think it's a bad record. I just can't imagine myself actually wanting to listen to this record more than like an initial 2-3 times. Maybe it's a grower or whatever, but checked it out today. I don't know. That's a pass for me, dog, right now. I'm going to be honest with you.
You see Brett Bjork is coming out with another album?
Oh, I wanted to mention that, too. Brett Bjork's going to have a new album coming out, and he dropped a single off of it. It's going to be on Heavy Psych Sounds, of course. Did you listen to the track?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it? It was a good track. A little bit down the middle. It didn't wowie zowie me or anything. But
which I think that's what was like the second single they released off that album. I think.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I missed the first one. But I was honestly I was a little underwhelmed that if that's the single, if that's what they're going to throw out to kind of entice you and kind of rope you in to buy the record, it seemed to be a little underwhelming. But I love Brant Bjork and everything he does. But
I sent it to Mr. Bizarro, and he was like, "Shit, I have to buy more Brant Bjork stuff because he just dropped how much Bizarro? Like $175 on Brant Bjork."
Oh wow.
He went and was like, "Oh, they just reissued all this stuff. I'm gonna buy everything."
I've got 2 of his records, and we may be seeing more about that this weekend. I don't know. Everybody, calm down. Speaking of punk rock guilt, I had some punk rock guilt because I knew these guys, but I didn't know this record. Boom, The Nerves, One Way Ticket. And I think I've heard, like maybe on Doctor and the Kids stream, I think I've heard these cats talking about The Nerves before. Formed in '75, so this is an old school record right here. Like LA scene kind of punk stuff, like, you know, proto going into punk, I guess. But this is the 76 EP. So that's some early shit. So I don't know, it's in 76, would you still call it proto-punk maybe? Because punk didn't really break till really 77. I think I'm comfortable calling things punk at 77, which is the year I was born. Ironically enough, punk rock, baby. Oh, let's develop a cartoon series, Aaron. Punk rock baby. It's a baby that goes around and gets in adventures surrounding punk rock.
He just goes around and punches Nazis in the face.
Punk rock baby. Punk is 77? Yeah, that's what I say, Jason. That's what I always think anyway. So this is kind of leading up to that, and I don't know. That's what I think. Let me see real quick. See if anybody's backstage. Nobody's backstage. Nobody wants to play ball. I'll throw it out again.
Bunch of losers.
Yep. Nobody likes the show anymore. 10 years. Appreciate it, everybody. You bunch of fuckers. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for wasting my fucking time. Punk rock, baby.
Where's Eric tonight? Is he working late?
Who?
Eric, Winebitter.
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't seen him in here.
I think I just dropped the link in there. Yeah, if anybody wants to come up, talk about some records, or hang out, do whatever.
Merv said he was 26 in 1977.
Lord have mercy, Merv.
I think Steve was already like 40.
I'm pretty sure. Steve was working on his second mortgage then. Jesus Christ. What are we saying?
He just paid off his first house when he got back from the war.
I close my eyes, I see shit, brother. I see shit, brother. See, now you're not froze. I have to trick it to make you not froze. It's crazy.
So weird.
Ooh, late night cereal snack. Yo, Jason, what's your go-to cereal? Aaron, what's your go-to cereal?
Oh man. Probably Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's a good one. I mean, if I'm on death row and they're like, yo, you get like a breakfast. No, that's not true. You get a cereal meal before we kill you.
That's all you get, is cereal.
No,
inflation stuff on everything.
No, that's where it starts. That's where it starts. Okay. I think I'm going Captain Crunch mixed with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but with chocolate milk.
Ooh. The OG Captain Crunch?
Oh, yeah. The cut the roof of your mouth up like a goddamn razor blade Captain Crunch.
Well, they have so many variants now.
I like the challenge. I mean, I love the peanut butter. I love the crunch berries, but the OG Captain Crunch, whew.
I did see, I was in Food Lion yesterday or the day before, and for Halloween, they brought back Boo Berry and what's the other one? Frankenberry?
Frankenberry, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I had something poignant to add to this. Captain Crunch, cut your mouth! I cut your mouth, son! I need to drink more liquor, I think, maybe. I don't know. There was another point to this. I was going to say something else. I can't remember. Oh, I know. Did I mention the inflation? I didn't mention the inflation.
Oh yeah. You haven't talked about this yet.
Okay. So if you guys know, over on Twitch, you can, by just watching the channel, no money involved or shit like that. Just by watching the channel, you can build up banana bucks, and you can cash in these banana bucks to request the next LP. Now, look, this is 2022, and inflation has hit everybody. It was 1,000 banana bucks to request an LP. Bottom line is it's now 5,000 banana bucks to request an LP. It's just the way it is. You can blame the government. It's just the way it is.
I'm unsubbing.
But I'm also entertaining this idea. We gotta have a board meeting about this. But if you wanted to stockpile, I'm thinking 200K. And it scares me because Scotty said he already has over 200K.
How? I feel like
I thought you would be number one. Scotty says
I only have like 137,000.
Well, this is what I was saying. Is like, because I was like, who do you think has the most banana bucks? So people were throwing out some names, and I'm like, it's like Vance was throwing out there, Scotty was throwing out there, you were throwing out there, and I was like, I think Aaron may be number one. But then I'm like,
I'm not even close.
I was like, but you know what? Scotty stays around on the Twitch side after the show, like a long time. Pretty consistently.
Like 4 or 5 a.m. bedtimes.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, maybe it's Scotty. So, but anyway, I'm considering maybe doing a cash in 200K, take over the motherfucking show.
Oh wow. That would be cool.
But you can't just pop it on us. You gotta give me like a week. Cause sometimes Steve will come over here and he's got a set he wants to do, or I've been thinking about a theme all week, or we plan ahead and shit. So we can't have all this stuff planned out and then you pop up and be like, nope, it's my show. I don't like that. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna save mine up and just play Bob Seger the whole time.
200K owns the day. Oh, somebody write that down. That's quote of the night.
Need a graphic for that.
200K owns the day. So you can cash in your 5K and request records, or you can save them up and just completely own the show for a night. Anyway, just throwing it out there. But throwing it.
Have you ever done like a soundtrack only show?
We've played a section of soundtracks, but
near Oscar time or something like that.
Maybe for a dig of the week thing, but I don't know, like not exclusively. Not exclusively. Oh, we got the wizard backstage.
Nice. All right, I'm out.
All right, later.
See you.
Yo.
I wish you.
Yo.
It's the Wizard. You remember we were as kids and we'd see who could do this the longest? Rest in peace, ODB.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you, dude?
Indeed. I am the Wizard of Video Games, the star of the Late Night Retro Game Show, starring the Wizard of Video Games. And god damn it, I'm drunk enough that I've entered the stream.
Hell yeah.
Hello. How are you?
You're all messed up?
A little bit. Enough to join in the festivities here and talk a little bit about Halloween.
Ooh,
We're approaching.
coming
Summer's
up.
over.
Yeah.
Coming soon. Halloween is approaching us from the rear, as
Okay.
it likes to do, and the I want to get us a little bit of pre-hype going for
Okay.
Halloween, if you
I
don't
like it.
mind,
I like
and
it.
I'd like to show off a couple of
I like it.
selections.
I love it. I want some
I want some
more of it.
more of it. I'm down. I'm down. I'm
Hell
down.
yeah.
Starting off with I don't know if you want to get into it. I don't know if you have any questions or concerns that you want to get into, but I can dive right into it if you
No,
want.
no, no. Jump right in, dude. Jump right in.
First of all, this is something that I was playing tonight. I was playing the recently went on sale on Steam. The game Dusk, a throwback to the original Quake, kind of original like 3D 10 polygon characters video game that's
Yeah.
worth the look. It's the first time I checked it out, and it's pretty good. But along with that, I went ahead and threw this on.
Oh, a little Quake soundtrack?
It's the Quake soundtrack.
Nice. I remember when that came out. Yeah, I think we talked about it here on the show, actually.
Yeah, I think I don't remember if I saw it there, but I remember seeing it, and yeah, I put in an order for it, and shoot, I was about to say Jeff Bezos, but shoot, who's the Facebook guy?
Walter Matthau. No, wait.
No,
The Zimmerman twins.
something like that. The guy
Zuckerberg.
There you go, Zuckerberg. You nailed it. I put in an order for the Quake soundtrack because I'm a big fan, and take a look at this. One of the sleeves has like a fantastic
that's cool.
picture of a land party going on. Those huge
Oh, that's so
CRT,
cool, man.
Monitors going on, but when I put the order in for this, and then I received the movie The Social Network soundtrack,
Really?
also done by Trent Reznor, and I was like,
That's a great soundtrack, actually.
it's not bad, but I was
Yeah.
like, I tweeted them and said, hey, I think my Quake soundtrack is a little bit off. Something happened in the pressing that for some reason I got this Zuckerberg soundtrack. So
Interesting.
we did a little switcheroo and ended up getting the Quake soundtrack back. But yeah, a little spooky ambiance. It's 2 discs. I mean, what can we say about it? It's great. Check it out if you can. I don't know if that's still available or not, but definitely can get you a little pre-pumped for Halloween.
Hell yeah. Dude, I think I'm hoping to break my record this year. I think last year in October, I watched 20 some horror movies.
Nice.
And even though I'm literally a film major, I have a film degree, but I don't watch a lot of movies nowadays. But I made a point last year to look, I'm gonna fuck this. I have time and space. I don't want to say where I'm watching a lot of these, but I'm like, some of these where I'm like, I don't need to sit down with popcorn and a cold beer to watch, some of these Tubi, which Tubi has a lot of great horror movies on there. But I watched some great shit, and I was really vibing and enjoying blasting through horror movies in October. They really put you in the mood. I was much more in the mood for Halloween when it came, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good time. A great way to do that is if you have Amazon Prime, or if you don't, then sign up for Shudder and check out Joe Bob Briggs's show on there. The drive-in.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot, no, I forgot what it is. The drive-in shoot, The Last Drive-In. That's what it is. Sorry.
Wow, Cliff says we watch a horror movie at night from September to Halloween. Wow, there you go.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. You got the skills to pay the horror bills.
Boom.
All over your face. Yeah, so I'll get into the first movie selection that I have here, which is the WUNF Halloween Special. Have you heard of this?
No.
So this is it's a horror movie in the theme of a like 1980s live broadcast about entering a haunted house and having a seance, and there's like news reporters there hanging out. You might kind of, because you're into that.
Wow. I need to check this out.
You're living in that world. You might want to check it out. And
I have lived and died in that world.
Yeah.
Is that available streaming anywhere? Do you know?
It was on Amazon Prime for a while, and you can probably rent it there for sure.
Sure.
But you can pick up. There was originally there was even a VHS release and stuff like that.
Cool.
It's from the year. Well, it doesn't matter. You can find it if you search for it.
Cool.
WNUF special, and then there's like a little bit of like I said, it's like a news broadcast, like news special. Where they go into a house, and it's kind of post Blair Witch Project, kind of found footage esque in that regard. And
cool.
Check that out. Please.
Books, check them out. Books, check them out.
I think. Well, this is a LP that I can't remember if this is the one that Steve brought up during the last Halloween special or not, but I found it at a Goodwill at a certain point, and it's
nice.
Walt Disney Studios.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that is the Halloween spooky sounds album. Interestingly enough, me and Steve were talking about this today because we work with this amazing voiceover talent for a lot of the stuff we do. His name's Steve Stone, not the baseball pitcher and announcer, but amazing voiceover guy, Steve Stone. But he just kind of randomly, he's like, "Hey, I don't know if you guys have any need for anything for your promos or commercials coming up about Halloween's, but here's a full-on like Halloween sound effects thing that I put together, and you can have it for free. Just me to you, Merry Christmas kind of thing." And I downloaded it. It's like a zip file, and Steve called me at the station. He was like, "Hey man, did you see that email from Steve Stone?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Did you listen to it?" And I was like, "Not yet. I just downloaded it. I put it in the toolbox." And he was like, "Dude, that shit is fucking fire." Like, the sound effects are like really, really good. He's like, Steve was like, "I just want to play it at my house like on Halloween and like have it go through it's like really good." So, but anyway, I kind of on that Halloween vibe.
Yeah, for sure. On that same vibe is this Goodwill pickup that I had maybe a year or two ago, and it's on that same level of like spooky sounds and atmosphere, and it's called The Monster Mash Sounds of Terror.
Oh, nice.
It's a Pickwick. I believe it's a Pickwick.
Dude, I fuck with Pickwick. People shit on Pickwick, but I fuck with them hard.
Oh yeah, and I love it. It's like one of the tracks. It has like a terrible version, like a covered version of the Monster Mash, which is like sort of the, off the cover. That's what you get. But it's like where is it? Sorry, I'm having to mess around with my glasses here because I'm old. So track 2 is off of side 1 is Burned at the Stake, and it's my new jam. Basically, it's like a witch being at the stake, horrifying screams, and like crackling fire. It's sort of like a Yule log, but for Halloween.
Log. Noisy B says Wizard should do a regular video review segment at GMRN. I'm not opposed to that.
I mean,
I'm kind of
I am
about
not
it.
myself. I need that peer pressure. If you want to, like, you know,
Yeah.
hit me up on Twitter at Wiz of Video Games and say, get your ass off the couch and start streaming some shit.
Oh, especially like, I mean, do you have a large like horror section? I mean, it seems like you do. Or like weirdo horror recommendations and stuff, because we could do this for like the month of October. We could do some stuff. We could work some stuff out.
I am down with the clown in that regard. Down with the clowns from outer space.
Okay.
Moving on. This is a VHS copy of The Lost Boys.
Nice.
Scary, sleek, sexy, hip.
How are your maggots, Michael? Who was saying that earlier? Clifford says he was watching Lost Boys tonight while watching the stream.
Oh man, that's what we call synergy here.
That's synergy.
On Grown Man Record Night.
Hell yeah. It's hold on. Keep going.
Okay. Finally, this cassette, which you might want to take a look at, is The Gate.
Oh yes. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, and thanks to the king of Halloween, I should say. You know, we have Jack Skellington, of course, from the not Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Considered the king of Halloween, but this gentleman from DinosaurDracula.com is, in my mind, the true king of Halloween. And so he, every once in a while, DinosaurDracula.com will send out like a kind of a care package of Halloween specials, and you know, he does it every month. But around Halloween, he sent out one that included The Gate on.
Dude, that's so dope.
On tape.
Playing heavy metal records backwards. Yeah, but I had to pull this out because what you just said. Boom.
Synergy. There it is.
Synergy.
I'm feeling it. You're feeling it. Chad is feeling it. Chad is feeling some other things as well, which I don't want to really get into.
Chad?
It's probably against TOF.
It's funny when the fiancés first started watching streams and shit with me, because she thought I was super lame for watching Twitch for the longest time, and then she was like, finally, she was like, oh, I totally get this now. Like, but she was like, why do they keep talking about who is Chad? Why do they keep talking about Chad? It's like, no, it's not Chad, it's Chat. It was like, because you know the people say shit real fast. Like, Chad, what do you think about what's the best record of all time, Chad? Chad, what do you think? It's like who's Chad? But yeah.
Oh man, Chad isn't that the name of the like son from
Mega Chad?
One Crazy Summer is like the dude that's like gets attacked by the lobsters.
$1 million. Oh yeah, yeah. $1 million.
That guy is a Chad.
You know, it's funny. I got Better Off Dead. Speaking of Savage Steve Holland, I got Better Off Dead on VHS playing over here right now.
I mean, double thumbs up to that, my friend.
Oh yeah,
well done. So yeah, that's me and my pre-Halloween hype. You know, we don't want to get too excited here on the.
Yeah, well, let's let's do some communication. We'll bring you on to talk about some stuff coming up in October. I think I'm kind of hyped about that. Hanging Chads, dangling Chads.
I am dangling all day long. So you know, just pick me up off of the pant leg and I'm ready to go.
Hell yeah. I'm throwing the link back out. Boom.
I don't know what that means. But, let's do a shot, shall we?
I wasn't going to, but you talked me into it. What you doing a shot of?
I got a little of Tullamore Dew.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's an Irish whiskey, triple distilled. It's legendary, as it says on the label.
I mean, that's all you need to see.
And,
I've got
that's all I need to know.
I've got a snooze in too, so I'm pretty. Another general white portion.
And yeah, once again,
Oh
exclamation point
yeah,
merch. You're up yourself a little
mods.
RN mug. And cheers to you, my friend, and to Chad.
And to Chad. Yeah, go get you a cup like Wizards got.
Get on my level, you goddamn Chads.
Yeah, you bunch of mega Chads.
Anyway, I'm out. Throw up the 3-2. Oh, sorry. It's the 3-2 if you're magical. Wizard of video games, and don't follow me on Twitch because goddamn, it's a mess over there.
Dude,
but I'll talk to you.
Stream some more. Let us know when you're streaming, dude. Drop us a link. We'll all go fucking watch, man.
Confirmed.
All right, man. Jerry, this isn't supposed to do this. Jerry. That's the... No, it's still there, Jerry. Just take the whole thing off. Just go to the regular camera. Perfect. Jesus Christ. Hey, thanks to the Wizard of Video Games for dropping by. Always a pleasure to hang out. And then, man, I'm really thinking about that for a little October segment. Some horror movie stuff coming up. I got a bunch of horror movies on VHS and stuff because that's the way you're supposed to watch that shit, you know. In my opinion, anyway. All right, let's. I'm gonna bust through what we played real quick. Boom. Already showed that Ramsey Lewis end crowd that we started off with because I wanted to make sure I got that in there, like nice and clean right off the rip. And I miss starting the show off with some jazz and some low-key stuff. It's just like, you know, you're mixing up your first drink, you're getting settled in, you're decompressing from the week. A nice little jazz record just kind of brings you down and calms it up. And then later on, you get into some fucking metal and punk and get fucking crazy or whatever. But I miss that. I miss that about the show. We always did that, like early on. Always started off low-key, man. But speaking of some fucking homies, man, Zeke the Vinyl Geek, you guys know him, you love him. Came by and you know him, you love him, and you fucking miss him because he's not really doing a lot of VC stuff right now. But he got this shipped in. He said it was kind of damaged or something, and they told him to keep it, and they sent him another one. But he gave me the one that they said keep. Allman Brothers Band, Hitting the Note. I think it's from like 2003. Man, so freaking killer, man. It is 2003. I can't believe I remembered that. Double LP. Where's Charlie at when I'm showing fucking Allman Brothers, for Christ's sakes? But good stuff, man. Really jammy. Listen, I think side 4 tonight, which I don't think we've listened to on the program before. It's Instrumental Illness, which is a super jammy, like classic, like Allman Brothers, like modern Allman Brothers, like Grateful Dead kind of jam track. And then Old Friend, which is a nice like blues track on this. Super killer. If you ever run into this, definitely check it out. It's really good, man. Appreciate the gas, Scotty and Murph on the great mix. I appreciate that. It was a lot of fun tonight. It was a good eclectic mix. I enjoyed playing the records we did tonight. It felt good. I had this pulled out from when I did the Jazz Bums video a few weeks ago. That Funky by Gene Ammons on Prestige. Super killer stuff. Early bop stuff from like 57, man. On the classic yellow and black Prestige label. Cover is kind of in shit shape. The record's not bad. I think I paid 75 cents for this sumbitch, and it's just, it picks them up and puts them down. Love that record. It's fantastic, man. Really love that. Man, I had more comments about this record. You know, I talked about that No-Fi video I did, all of a sudden just taking the fuck off for whatever reason, and I had like a couple hundred views like overnight. Apparently the algorithm just locked onto it for whatever reason, because the videos don't normally do that well, but that one just all of a sudden locked in, and a lot of random people started commenting that I don't normally see on our videos and streams and stuff, and that was interesting too. But one of the things I showed on there that I got the most comments about was Hellhammer. This is an OG US Press Hellhammer that I picked up. It's a funny story because I wasn't super familiar with these guys when the local store King Records, it's literally right up the street from me. Like I could drunk walk there. Posted this on their Facebook page, and I'm like, I know that. And I looked it up, and I'm like, that's a pretty rare record. And it's like, is it a reissue? And I looked it up, and at the time, I was like, there's no reissues that I could see. And I went up there, and he still had it. And if you can see right there on the cover, the little sticker, $9.99. And I pulled that. I'm talking to the guy about it as I'm pulling it up. I was like, yeah, I came up here to get this, and I got some other stuff too. But it was $9.99, and he said, he's like, yeah, I know it's probably worth more than that, probably pretty rare or whatever, but like, I didn't really feel like looking it up or anything, so like, whatever. Like if you enjoyed it or whatever, and I'm like, that's worth quite a bit of money. So I'm happy to pick that up, and something we don't normally do here on the show, but so many people like in the video and the comments and tonight, like were into that record. Played side one, and I was just like, fuck it, you guys want me to like flip it over? And everybody was like, yeah. So I just went over and flipped the record. We listened to the whole damn thing tonight. So that was enjoyed it. What's funny is that record, I mentioned this in the video, but that record really got shit on. It didn't really sound that good when it came out. And then like later on, people were like, oh man, it's like the genesis of fucking black metal and death metal and blah, blah, blah. And like kind of heralded it as one of those like seminal records. But like back in the day, people shit all over that record. And it's funny because listening to it tonight, it reminded me like, man, it reminds me of like, even though this came out in like 83, 84, it reminded me of like when I was, like in the 90s, and I would go play like local metal shows here. It sounds like a band that would play at the place called the Somewhere Else Tavern, which is where I started playing music. It sounds like an old metal band that was didn't quite have it all together, like in a good kind of way. It's very rough around the edges, and like production's kind of shitty, and like it just it had this kind of vibe about it, man. It's but it definitely reminded me of like a local club, like live recording, and very cool. Kind of forgot I had this. Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Armed Forces. This is the third record from Elvis Costello and the Attractions. And I have to say, maybe it was because we listened to some kind of lo-fi shit leading up to this, but like this record sounds better, like fidelity-wise, and I really enjoyed the tracks too, but it sounded better fidelity-wise than anything I've listened to in a really long time. I mean, it was markedly like, holy shit, like this sounds really good. Killer stuff, man. And I think I like this. It's one of those things where I realize, like, I think I need to go back and listen to this, because I think when I picked this record up, I wasn't in the same headspace, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and I just filed it. But as I'm like jamming it now, I'm like way, way more into it. It's very cool stuff. Used a little 45 VCLT from our pal Scotty Strychnine to do a little switcheroo in the middle there. Fucking Chuck Woolery. played Chuck Woolery's Naturally Stoned 45, which I really dug this song, man. This was fucking killer. Naturally Stoned by Chuck Woolery. Somebody asked if it was 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That's a good question. I'm going to put this up here so I don't back of my chair over or some shit. Pick this up. It was one of those things. It may have been a record store day thing. And it was marked like way down. I think I talked Carl the Envelope and Cameraman into both getting a copy of this. No Business from Curtis Knight and the Squires, the PPX sessions. See what this says on here. 65 through 67 studio recordings, including Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix plays guitar on this. It's a soul record, like an R&B soul record, but like, you know, funky ass shit. But you can see the markdown stickers over there, and it was like $24.99, and then it was marked to $17.99, and I got it for $9.99 again. This is like the $9.99 special tonight. Killer stuff. You can see Jimmy right there with the guitar before he like kind of broke out. Really cool stuff, man. And I knew Curtis Knight because I had some of his stuff like digitally, and some of the stuff with Jimmy I had digitally. So when I saw that like kind of in the markdown bin from like, it was from like the previous record store day, I think it was last year, I think, when they did the like a June and a July record store day. I went for the July record store day. It was the only one I've ever been to, actually, and this was some of the markdown stuff. Like, in addition, I also got that Flamin' Groovies 10-inch for $4.99. So anyway, moving right along, some VCLT from Vance, Zep Pearl, High and Dry, Def Leppard. I just kind of had it stuck in my crawl that I want. Earlier this week, I was like, man, High and Dry. I got to play High and Dry Friday. It's in my head. I want to play it. Killer record, man. Start to finish, like, just phenomenal record. I like the cheeseball 80s, like Def Leppard too. Like, I think that shit's really cool in a different kind of way, you know, in much the way that I like cheesy 80s music. But this is like an actual, like really, really cool record, like all the way through, and not even like in being like a, you know, I like it because it's corny or like whatever. It's not one of those. It's like actually good music, man. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. I popped out another 45 just to do a little quick switcheroo, and I found it sitting up there. It's in this sleeve. I need to get a better sleeve for this. But this was like literally sitting by the turntable, so I pulled it up. Otis and Carla on Stax Records, and I played Knock on Wood, which is it's Otis Redding and Carla. I can't remember who Carla is, but little Stax 45 on the blue Stax. Good stuff. This was literally chilling by the turntable, and I'm like, hey, let me just play this real quick. Like, what are we saying? I'll put that up there so I don't fuck it up. Cheese balls for life. Carla the Envelope. Carla the Invalipa. Shane cashed in some banana bucks. 5,000. I don't know if Shane realized that when he cashed it in, but it was 5,000. To play the first side of the very first Queens of the Stone Age record, self-titled. Fucking killer. Carla Thomas. Yeah, it's Carla Thomas. That's it. First Queens of the Stone Age record. Seminal. Killer stuff. I love even the modern Queens of the Stone Age stuff, but definitely has gotten more poppy, more down the middle, more whatever, evolved, grown man stuff. But like when they were like raw and getting started, and it was much more like Caius. I mean, much. I mean, there were essentially Caius riffs with Josh Homme singing on it. Absolutely killer stuff, man. How about a little hip hop 12-inch? Another little switcheroo I wanted to do. This is a Grown Man Record Night old school staple. Had this for a really long time, and used to play this in the early days of Record Night all the time. Funny story about these guys. This is BMOC. Play That Funk, and they've got like a their version of Play That Funk is the A side, but I always play B side because Guaranteed to Rock, and I love that fucking track. And if you notice, these cats have all this Harvard gear on. So these are nerdy ass white boys that went to Harvard that were in this group BMOC. And the funny thing about these guys is they went on to start the Source magazine. These are the dudes that started Source magazine, and they really did go to Harvard, but they were like super like just nerdy hip hop heads that were just super into hip hop. And I love this shit, man. But they really did go to Harvard. Hip hop and Harvard are not two things that you anticipate hearing in the same sentence, but hey, it works. It works. It's very, very, I don't want to say Beastie Boys-ish because you're like, yeah, because they're white dudes. That's not what I'm saying. But like, it had that kind of vibe to it, 100%. But if you don't know BMC, check them out, man. It's good stuff. Then popped into a little Red Fang. This was VCLT from Aaron Griffin. Played side B. This is the newest Red Fang. Arrows came out a couple of years ago. I think last year. And really good stuff. I got a shit ton of Red Fang stuff, and played side 2 tonight, which I don't normally play. You know, we always go for side A on that one for some reason. And I realized that I've not played side 2 a lot. It's really killer stuff, man. Super killer. And Shane was talking about he had, I think Shane's got a Frank Ocean for sale on eBay if anybody's into Frank Ocean. And everybody was like, oh, my favorite ocean is Billy. My favorite ocean is Atlantic. I was like, so I got it in my head and had to finish the night off. Well, not finish the night, but a little Billy Ocean. I don't give a fuck. If you don't fuck with Billy Ocean, a little Caribbean Queen, I mean, I don't even know what we got to talk about. Caribbean Queen is about as good as it gets for me, folks. I mean, you talk about a vibe. Ooh, baby. I mean, that's what we played right there. I love that shit. I love it. Let me do a little, I'm going to pull up a little marbles. You guys want to jump into some marbles real quick? You guys hear the music at all? Or is it super low? It's a little lo-fi hip-hop shit. Marbles. Sweet. No update. Boom. I'm launching it. Come on. Don't be weird. It's being weird. Steam's being weird. It's all right. We'll give Steam a second. It's being weird. What is downloading? I don't need anything to download right now, Steam. I love how I cancel like all the automatic updates and then it's still somehow like wants to do that. Oh, Golf with Friends is updating. Boom. Pause that. Come on. Pause it. I don't want to do that during the stream. All right, boom. Get off of there. All right. Let me pull this bitch up. I'm gonna pull this bitch up. You missed Aaron's segment because you ate too much licorice? Man, I don't even want to know. So I'll let you guys, let's see, boom, capture that. Exclamation point, vote, then the number of the track you would like to run. Exclamation point, vote, then the number of the track you would like to run. You guys lock them in. I'm going to take a piss. When I come back, I want to see some votes for some tracks. All right. Let's see what we got, folks. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us late. Oh, Jesus Christ. 7 votes for Rusty Remnant. I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably winning. Boom. Exclamation point, play in the chat. Let's get in here, folks. Hey, DJ Thunder, what's going on? Zep Pearl owns the track record at 3:12. Jesus Christ, this is a long fucking track. Exclamation point play in the chat. Make sure you get in, get a good spot, folks. Let me switch up the music here. I want to hear some ODD. Doing good, man. Doing good. I probably shouldn't play ODD because it distracts the fuck out of me. Doot and doo doo, feeling groovy. All right, let's go. Let's go. You guys have enough time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's like a big Plinko board. Everybody's jockeying for position. Oh, looks like Merv's got a good run coming out of here. Let's go, folks. Merv takes his own line, it seems. Will it be the correct line? Oh, but Aaron's making, power moves with shower shoes. The best profile picture on Twitch, folks. Oh, Lord. What's happening here? What happens here? Oh, everybody's going up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm so confused. Wizard making plays. Making plays. Over the whoop-de-woos. He's through the whoop-de-woos, folks. But here comes Merv. Here comes Merv. Look at Noisy Beast on the left side of the track, folks, making moves. Cuts him off. But Wizard still making plays. Who's going to get hung up and who's going to make it through? Aaron Griffin, first out of the gate here. Oh, this is a close race. Close race. Everybody's lined up. It's like an F1 race, sort of. Noisy Beast pulls out in front of little DJ Thunder. Speak of the devil. Comes out of nowhere. Oh, the Noisy Beast holding tight right here. This is a long track. It's a war of attrition, folks. Oh. Pulling ahead. Is he walking away with it, folks? And possibly a track record? I see the Ghost. The Ghost is way back. Vance's Ghost is way back there. There comes the Ghost. Boom. Around the horn. Nice and clean. Slow and steady. Oh, gets held up a little bit. A little bit. But makes us... Oh, no. What happened? Oh, Noisy Beast off the track. No, that's unfortunate. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on. Get off it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Scotty and Record Knight both through. Who gets it? Photo finish. Photo finish. Who wins it? Who wins it? Who wins it? Could it possibly be the sexiest motherfucker in the VC? I don't know, folks. It may actually be. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's wait for the official. Oh, no. Wait for everybody to show up. Come on. Oh, come on. Can I reach into Steve Sack? I don't know where Steve Sack is. I literally don't know where Steve Sack is. Yeah. You love to see that. You want to see the photo? It's a rigged race. What photo? Oh, yeah. Feeling good. Hey, yo, I won golfing with friends on Wednesday night. Now I won marbles on Friday. It's a good week, baby. Good fucking week. Perfect time to get into a little dig of the week action. Baby, do I have some dig of the week action for yo ass this week? Courtesy of our man, Clifford the Vinyl Cheapskate. Now, if you guys are not familiar, one of the most underrated channels in the VC, go sub Cliff. If anybody's got a link to Cliff's channel, I can't do it or it'll fuck up. Cliff said he wanted to send us some shit. And he did. Little VCLT package right there. Classic format. I got to pull out. What a knife. Boom. What a knife. Hopefully I won't make mistakes. Don't be frightened. All right. I have nobody to threaten with a knife. I feel kind of empty inside. The trick is to cut the knife, pull it towards you. Ooh, what a knife, just cuts through her like butter. Hey, thank you, Scotty. There's Cliff's channel right there. Go sub Cliff up, man. Great taste in music, does great videos. I'm excited for this. Oh, I see stickers. All right, this is the first one. Little note ski in here. Oh man, I gotta read this. Got to put my readers on. I think I'm okay. Cliff writes big. I appreciate that. What's up, dudes? In my package, you'll find a mixed bag of treasures. Sorry, I thought I said reissues. Treasures. A few I sent because I thought you'd like them more than I would, but some because I thought they fit the show, and some just cause I think you need them. English Dogs is essential UK 82 punk. I like to hear that. Algerim is pretty 80s vocal synth pop. Seems like an oddball you would play. Return to Forever is a medieval sounding jazz fusion. Yeah, I love that shit. Atomic Rooster is classic. Yeah. Hope you enjoy these. Cliff, dude, thank you for the kind note, man. Jumping right into this. English Dog. This just looks like, hold up. Before I get into that. Love this. If you guys, you see this, I'm about to run out of space, but anybody, I love it when people send fucking stickers. Black Water, that's a dope sticker. Revolt Records, super cool. Return to the Core Records. Hell yeah. Here's the English Dogs he was talking about. Mad Punks and English Dogs. That looks fucking killer. He said like what did he say, 82? '82 punk, UK punk. I've heard the name, but I'm not super familiar with him. Hell yeah. Stoked to check that out. Hell yeah. You know, I've been on a huge punk kick this year. That's been my... Started out thinking this whole year was going to be about 80s metal, but it turned out I bought more punk stuff than I have anything. Al Jarreau, High Crime. Hell yeah, I don't have that one. I may have some Al Jarreau, but I don't have that one, definitely. Good album. I love this. I think I have a copy of this. I'll be passing this on to one of the broskies. Romantic Warrior. Love this record. The cover, this cover would turn you off of any record in the history of the world to me, but the music is killer. This is a killer record. It really is a killer record. That's Al Di Meola, the raper down there. I always say he looks like a raper. Nothing against him. I'm sure he's a great guy, but he looks like an absolute raper. That's Chick Corea. Al Di Meola is who I meant to say. Whoever I said. Stanley Clark, Lenny White. Stanley Clark and Lenny White. That's the other cats. Ooh, I don't have this. Atomic Rooster. Hell yes. What a cover. Look at that fucking cover, man. Really killer. What year is this? I've not seen this Atomic Rooster. I'm familiar with the... there's another cover that I'm really familiar with. 73, I believe it says. Hell yeah. And the Cowboys. I don't have this. I've never seen this. Willie Nelson, Marty Robbins, Johnny Duncan, Johnny Cash, Michael Murphy. Wow. That's awesome, man. Charlie Daniels band's on this. Bobby Bear, who I love. David Allan Coe. Woo. Killer, man. Hell yeah, brother. That's right up our fucking Buddy Hoyle right there. Dude, Cliff, thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate that shit, man. You guys knock it off. You're too kind. You guys are too nice. That's fucking awesome. Thank you so much, dude. I look forward to just busting those open and just getting loose on them. 100%. Holy shit balls. Ooh, I didn't throw the VCLT graphic up. Can I find it? How fast can I find it? I don't know if I can find it. I can't find it. It's in here. But anyway. You know what I know Bobby Bear from, Merv? Bobby Bear did the theme song for Roland Martin's Outdoor Magazine as a huge bass fisherman growing up. I know the theme song from Roland Martin. That's a Bobby Bear track. He's a great American fisherman. He'll fish anywhere. Anywhere there's water, I know that he'll be there. Yeah, when we take us a quick little commercial break, come back with a Soda Speaking Chip Chat, and if anybody wants to jump in and show their ass for a minute, I'll drop the link in here again. You don't gots to, but you can. We'll be right back.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a grown man record night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Men Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch Broadcaster for complete details.
What you doing, Granny?
Making myself a new pipe.
Oh, I got something here you're going to cotton to. That banker fella gave them to me.
What's that?
Winston cigarettes. Try one, Granny. They is first rate.
Well, if you say they're really good,
Best smoking you ever had.
by thunder, Jed, that is good smoking.
Now try it this way, Granny.
Tastes even better.
They tell me these Winstons is the best tasting cigarette you can get.
Well, I may put away my corn cob. That's saying a heap for 'em.
You know, Granny, there just ain't no way of saying how good a Winston is. You gotta smoke one to find out.
Well, I can say this. Winston tastes mighty good.
Like a cigarette should.
Don't count. Zach's gonna show you what work's about.
Jenny, Jenny, oh Benny.
You're gonna make a good penny when you know you have many talents. Name 4.
I can cook and fix a car, read a book and gaze at stars. What kind of jobs am I good for? Tell me.
Chef, engineer, journalist, astronomer.
What you like to do today can help you find a job that pays planet.
Penny, penny, oh penny.
You're gonna make a good penny when you know you have many talents. Name 4. I can sketch my math is strong, build a desk, sing a song. What kind of jobs am I good for? Tell me.
Painter, computer whiz, carpenter, showbiz.
What you like to do today can help you find a job that pays planet.
Every one of us has got what it takes and with some thought.
You can make your dreams come true by finding out just what to do.
Study, plan, train.
Sunday dinner has always been special. These days, it's just nice to have something to look forward to. Well, break out the good plates and tell the kids to wash up, because it's Sunday dinner, even if it isn't necessarily Sunday.
Yo, we're back live in effect. Folks, thanks for staying with us late into the evening. Hello, come on. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. What are we saying, man? Sorry, I banged into the microphone. No cap, KFC tried to murk me. What, with the actual colonel or like somebody at KFC? Miss you? I mean, you about got pressure cooked or what? Man, I got a little something. You know, there's some new sodas out there, but since I'm by myself, I'm trying not to like blow my wad on some of the newer stuff without some of the fellas here to experience it with me. So I went with a classic. I'm down with JFC. Yeah, you know me. So I went with a classic tonight.
Soda spoon.
Boom. You know, I've been on that low carb trip, right? You know, so I didn't want to do anything too crazy, but man, I wanted to do something nice. Nothing nicer than this. I love a nice root beer. You know what I mean? That's a classic for me, and I love a frosty. I love a frosty root beer. This is a diet frosty root beer. don't know if it's a Michigan product. Let's see what they sweeten this with. Oh, it's sucralose rather than aspartame, so I'm down with that. Ooh, waiting for Mitchum to release a beverage? Now we're talking. Smells good. I mean, I've had this before. We've done this a time or two before. Really love this. Oh, you're backstage, Scotty? Hold up. Let me do some adjusting. Boom. Yeah, dude.
I don't have a soda, but I've got a beer.
Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Let me see if I can bring you on here. Boom. Yard. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Scotty Stricknon. In the flesh, or digital flesh.
I'm looking at the wrong screen.
That's all right. You look at whatever screen you want to, man. Whatever screen you like.
So what is that Michigan beer? I've never seen that.
It's frosty. You ever seen the frosty? They do cream sodas. They do root beers. They have a blue soda, I think, like a blue cream, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I do love their root beers. I don't remember their diet root beer, but I think I've had it before. I'm gonna take my snooze out. Oh, yeah. Looks like a cat turd. Let's try this out. That's fantastic. That's better than a diet A&W or diet IBC, which I've had both numerous times. I think the diet frosty is better. It does have.
Does it kind of have that A&W taste, like compared to Barks? Like a little more like creamier tasting.
It does, and I do say I will maybe take that back. Maybe the diet IBC maybe is a little better. I don't. Maybe even the A&W, because the very back end of this, it's got a nice root beer like punch you in the lips like as soon as you drink it. But there is kind of a back end diet thing going on there. And I don't normally. I drink so many. Well, not really, but. If I drink sodas at all, it's diet sodas, and I don't notice the diet taste. For somebody that drinks regular sodas all the time, and you give them a Diet Coke, you're like, oh yeah, it's got that diet taste.
Yeah.
I don't notice that anymore because I've been drinking diet sodas for like 20, 30 years. This actually has a little bit of that going on, I have to say.
Oh, really?
Or maybe it's that, but root beer kind of has that weird thing too. Yeah, it's got a weird back. Root beer has a weird back end, much like my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, my Miller Lite's pretty good.
What's your go-to soda, Scotty? Are you a soda guy?
I don't like buy like too many small batch stuff things. What's the one? There's some that they have in the fountains that are really good though. That are like more, smaller batch stuff. Like not Coke. I'm blanking on the names though, but they're always
But
good.
if you're hot and thirsty, you're going to a convenience store. I mean, even if it's a major down the middle, bro, what's your kind of go to?
Probably just standard Coke, Coca-Cola.
Standard Coke is not bad.
Or Pepsi. I like Pepsi too.
The taste born in the Carolinas.
But I don't know. I probably actually, now that I think about it, probably Barks root beer.
Barks is fantastic. Barks is one of the only. It's the only root beer I know of that has any caffeine in it whatsoever.
And that's kind of a requirement when if I'm drinking soda. I want some caffeine.
Yeah, generally speaking, I do too. I do like to keep something in the fridge, like when I am drinking sodas, and we're talking diet for me mostly. But like, if I have like a diet Mountain Dew or a diet Coke or something like that, like a 2 liter or something, I also want like a diet ginger ale or a diet root beer or something, cream soda that doesn't have caffeine. So I generally have something with caffeine and something without caffeine. So if it's 10:30, 11 o'clock on a weeknight, I can like have a glass of soda that's not gonna keep me up and like fuck me up.
I did get some of those. I tried like all the Coke with coffee flavors.
Yeah.
Vanilla and caramel, however one says it. There's some other mocha.
Yeah. What you think of those?
Vanilla. I usually don't care much for vanilla flavors, but I do like it in like cream soda. But it's good. I think it's good. Probably my favorite of the coffee Cokes.
Yeah, those are pretty unique. They had a pretty unique taste. I think of the like boutique down the middle stuff, those nitro Pepsis that they came out with this year.
Oh, yeah.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah, those are good. I got those ones. Yeah.
Yeah, like pouring that into like a pint glass is like an experience. That's really good. Yeah. That's one of those things, even though it's got sugar in it and stuff, so it's not, I mean, it's honestly, beer's probably better for you unless you're an alcoholic. But I could see like if you were like, okay, dude, I'm done with booze. I can't drink booze anymore. Whatever. Pouring a pint glass of one of those Pepsis would kind of give you sort of the same.
Yeah,
you know,
I gotcha. Yeah,
Yes.
A little more of a ritualistic.
Yeah, it's an experience rather than just like, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink something real quick. That's totally.
You can kind of sip on.
Yep, you don't feel like you're just hork slamming and just kind of being done with it or whatever. But yeah, absolutely. But this is a good soda. I love stuff that you can do that's not super bad for you, and I love that it uses sucralose instead of aspartame, because aspartame's worse than sugar unless you're a fat fuck like me and you're just trying to like just not gain weight or be fat. But aspartame fucks with your sugar level, like your glucose, and aspartame's bad in general. So sucralose is.
Tastes bad too.
Yeah, it does. Diet Coke.
For me, I'm not used to diet.
I love a Diet Coke. Diet Coke with that bite is it's a special thing. But it is bad for you, and the ultimate is stevia. If you're going to sweeten stuff, so those stevia sodas are the best, but they're not the best tasting, and they're really expensive. Some of like the root beer is really good. The cream soda, there's like a cherry one that's really good, but they're down the middle cola, and that's what I want. Like I judge everything by like their straight up cola.
I do too. Yeah.
And their cola is like not great. I love a straight like organic cola, like just cola and sugar.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Like there's a fountain drink brand. They might bottle it too.
Boylan?
Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. I love their cola.
Yep, Boylan Cola is one of my favorite cola. Actually, it may be my favorite cola.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah.
If I'm not counting the Pepsi Nitro, because that may have superseded that by now. But in terms of getting a bottle or something, Boylan's is really good. Really good. I'm gonna kill this. Actually, I should probably wait to kill this because of Chip Chat.
Some spicy chips.
Well,
potato chips.
Horse meat.
How my mouth does do potato chips. How my mouth does do.
Did you ever? I don't know if you ate those.
Calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying.
Those are thick.
Papas.
And they sent us an extra bag.
I thought it was gonna be 4 flavors, but it was like
Es delicioso.
Yeah, there's a bag of there's a bag of an extra bag of horse meat still sitting over there. So I'm waiting for somebody to come visit the studio, and I can't remember who came last, but they were like, "No."
Winebender.
I think it was Winebender was like, "No, I'm not eating them." I'm like, all right, well, So what we have here tonight, fiance picked these up recently. Several weeks ago. We've kind of been putting them off because we had other stuff. It's the one of my favorite YouTube series, Hot Ones.
Oh yeah,
I love the Hot Ones series, and this is a Pringles Hot Ones, and this is Los Calientes Verde. I love Verde's my favorite of all like Mexican sauces. I'm a Verde guy, 100%.
Yeah, me too.
It says scorching. First We Feast presents hot ones. I thought it was one of those things where it had like random, you don't know how hot they are or whatever. These seem to be like they're pretty. I'm gonna hold this up so folks can see it. Yeah. So let's give them a shot. You bought any records lately, Scotty?
Yeah, actually I did. You want me to show some? I'll wait till you chip.
Yeah, you wait till I'm chewing here. Oh, these smell fantastic. Fantastic.
So I went up to Dayton, Ohio, Labor Day weekend. It was pretty cool.
Visited Brother Brian?
Yeah, no, I was hanging out with Bobby Bear Jr. actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Guided by Voices thing they have every year, and it's weird. It's like this like celebration. It felt like a family reunion, but it's like 4 days, and just hanging like the band's all hanging out, beer everywhere, just people that are fans getting together. People I don't know. Like this is my first year going to this, so I had a friend here in DC that goes every year, and they all know each other. Anyways, a lot of fun. There's like tribute cover bands playing Guided by Voices songs. Sometimes, I guess in past years, the band themselves had played, but they didn't this year. Anyway, so Bobby Bear Jr.'s in Guided by Voices now.
That's funny. You know that last record, it had Bobby Bear on it.
Yeah, that's what reminded me of this story.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I was up there and I went to a record store. I actually haven't even played any of these yet. So I'll get to it. Wimpy, I don't know if it's Rutherford or Rutherford in the Cryptics live. He was he did a lot of the original vocals on like the very early, the band, the Queers, punk band. He did a lot of like on their like early 80s EPs, the original stuff. Like he did most of the vocals on those songs. And then this is actually mostly Queer songs. There's some G.G. Allen and Ramones as well. It's all live, and it came with a DVD of the show, and it was $12. Is this where I'm supposed to start asking you questions?
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I had.
Explain this, Graham. Don't do that. Actually, you could ask me about my red Crocs with animal socks. Animal from the Muppet Show.
Muppets or Muppet Babies?
Those Muppets.
Muppets.
Still the best calves in the VC. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, how did you get those matching Crocs?
They happen to be matching, but actually I wanted some Crocs, and my mom said, "What color do you want?" I'm like, "Well, they got to be record night colors, so either black or red." So as an aside,
there's a little yellow in there or something.
That's my jaundice. These are way hotter than I thought they were going to be.
But your camera on that, the camera that I'm looking at,
yeah,
it's like blue.
Yeah, it's super unwhite balanced.
Okay.
But yeah, these are they have a lot of stuff on them. A nice green. Let's see if I can. You probably can't tell, but they've got a lot of stuff on them.
Yeah, I can see it. The other.
But I know it's hot ones, but Verde's so good that I just assumed it wasn't going to be super hot. They're pretty fucking hot, but in a very satisfying way. I just happen to eat several of them at a time.
There's a lot of powder on there. Yeah, usually Verde is kind of a slightly tamer hot sauce.
You know, it's funny because I first got turned on to Verde. Went to a local Mexican restaurant with some guys I worked with literally like 18 years ago. And we were there for lunch, and one of the guys was like, yo, you ever fuck around with the green sauce? And I'm like, I just, the salsa that's on the table, like whatever. And he was like, nah, man, you got to get the green sauce. And so waiter comes to the table, and he's like, hey, can you bring us some green sauce? And the guy goes, Verde. And he's like, yeah, Verde. So he brings a bowl of this stuff, and it's the freshest tasting salsa I've ever had in my life.
I love that. Yeah,
like it's just got this like vegetable ground earth taste to it, but the shit's fucking hot, like green and super hot. And
That's
so when I started
in restaurants, the Verde is hot. Like if you buy like bottled stuff, I feel like it's more mild. But
that's what I was gonna say. Like
the hotter one.
So I fell in love with this stuff, even though it like torched my ass like in the middle of the day, which is not ideal. But when I went to the store and was buying Verde sauces, they were super mild. They're always like really mild. I'm like, man, it doesn't have to be thermonuclear, but I want a little bit of something going on there.
Yeah.
But the stuff in the store is really mild. This is not mild at all. I'll say it's hot. It's not unedible hot, but it's a comfortable burn, like that would go great with a cold beer. You know what I mean? It's like the perfect, like, it's gonna make me chug a couple of beers fairly fast if I sit down and eat like half a can of these kind of thing, which is cool. I like that. I love that.
Yeah, I'm a heat junkie.
Yeah, kind of like kind of like with hot wings. Like you want them hot enough to where you're like sipping your beer a little too hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. I don't mind if I'm sweating and crying if I'm at home.
I said
like I'll eat it as hot as it can get.
I always go back and pop through whatever show we did last just to make sure the audio sounds right, or like there wasn't some weird buzz, or you can hear something running in the back, or whatever. I just kind of just pop forward in the show just to make sure things sound right. Do a couple of little pop-ups. Where I went to last week during the Captain Car Wash was the third pop I did was kind of toward the end, where I guess Aaron had said, "Oh, all that sriracha, you're gonna have diarrhea all day on a Sunday," and I was like, "Man, I really don't mind like a all-day Sunday diarrhea session." And it sounds like I'm trying to be funny, but I'm really not being funny. Like a all-day Sunday diarrhea is not so bad.
Yeah.
A Tuesday diarrhea, that's now you're interrupting, like you're at work, you're wearing grown folk clothes, like. That's a whole different vibe.
Get a Steam Deck or whatever and sit on the can for a few hours.
Oh, yeah. I said last week, like, the first time you go, you check Facebook. You're like, oh, I don't care about Facebook anyway. And the second time you go, you're looking at records on Instagram. Third time, I'm checking all the esports news on Twitter. You get everything done while you're in there. That's all
Usually,
I'm saying.
yeah, I'll pull up Facebook and I'll try to find the one person that makes me want to take a shit, It's like, all right, yeah, this
Beverly D'Angelo.
Yeah. European Vacation. Beverly D'Angelo.
Where he's got the camera and she
yeah.
Ba 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 ba.
All over the billboards.
What a great movie. That's an underrated vacation.
Yeah, especially the first half of that movie. Like, it gets a little weird. I don't know. It's still good. But,
the end's weird. I may like that better than the first one, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one I've seen so much. It's on TV every week and whatever. But, yeah.
Yeah, Pig in a Poke.
I think the second one, Pig in a Poke. That whole part is.
Pig in a Poke.
I think the second one has
the
best, funniest moments.
Yeah.
But and Johnny Lawrence is the boyfriend.
Oh yeah, of course. There's that scene where they're in the train and they're all mad at each other, and Chevy Chase is taking the ashtray and flipping it up and back down.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a low-key moment, but I think it's one of the funniest things ever. And he kind of looks at him like, huh? Is this annoying you?
I always I think it's the scene right before that when they went shopping.
Oh, yeah. What's the song they're playing?
I feel cool.
Yeah, what's the song they're playing?
The biggest dork. Was that the Feel the Heat song? Or no, that's when he was dreaming.
Yeah, Some Like It Hot. Yep.
Some Like It Hot, yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, so that was playing when they were shopping too.
Yeah. No, it's that. No.
Oh, I know what it was. I've got it. The English version's Jet Boy, Jet Girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jet Boy, Jet Girl. It's like French.
Yeah.
Elton Motello.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. You got some more records?
Yeah. A few more. This was $6. Slaughter and the Dogs live album. 70s British punk band. I'm sure this is like I don't even know when this was. Normally I don't know. I don't buy a lot of live albums, but for $6 I wasn't gonna pass that up.
Hell yeah.
What else? PF Commando, Swedish punk band from the 70s.
No, I don't know that.
This might have been one. This is one I think I heard of or I knew years ago and I kind of forgot about. And
I'm more familiar with PF Chang's.
Sorry, what?
I'm more familiar with PF Chang's.
Yeah, that's good too.
Lettuce
Ryan
wraps.
Kidd showed it, I think, in his top 100 punk albums of all time. It's like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that album. What else? This is it. I got these The Professionals, which is like Paul Cook and Steve Jones band after the Sex Pistols.
Oh wow, okay.
Steve Jones doesn't really play in the band much anymore. I think he records some stuff with the band, but he doesn't like tour with them or anything. It's Paul Cook and a bunch of younger guys now, but their new stuff's good. They're still recording. These are, I don't know, 1, 2 or 1, 3 and 2.
Huh. I've never heard that shit.
10-inch records that I don't usually like because I never play them.
They don't fit anywhere, like in your collection. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
They either get.
But I bought them. I couldn't pass it up. Like
The
I was
reason
looking at it online, and the only like on Discogs, it was all European sellers.
The reason I don't buy them is because they end up like shoved like way back here, and I don't see them. Or you can't put them with your 7 inches because they don't fit there. So it's like yeah. Fun fact: that's Steve Fever's name, Steve Jones.
Those them Crooked Vultures 10-inch.
Hell yeah!
I've got quite a few, and it's like I probably haven't played them in 8 years. I tried not to buy them, but for this, like, there was like 4 or 5 European sellers that had each of these. It's like I'm never gonna see these again, so I don't know. One thing that sucked though, I didn't look at it. The third one, completely water damaged.
Oh really?
Like it's all like the sleeve, like there's like an inner sleeve that's like stuck to it and everything. Like damn it, I wish I didn't even look at the condition of them. I thought they were all new.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. But
well,
I mean, the vinyl's fine though.
Now you've got a story to go along with it. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Every dented record, like the corners all bent. It's like, yeah, that's the night we were drinking moonshine and I dropped it, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind a bent corner unless it's like, I infrequently buy records from Amazon. Actually, I rarely do. It's like where I tell my wife to get me stuff for Christmas stuff.
It's the easiest. I mean, for sure. And dude, that's where I got that Johnny Thunders record. I mean, it was like $17 there, and we have Prime, so it was free shipping for $17, and I'm like, I can't turn that.
Awesome.
And it's that new when the remix that they did or whatever. So I'm like, sounds great, and
I still need that one. Yeah, I've got the original, and then some, not the found mixes, but like the lost mixes, like a different version of it. I don't know. I kind of want that even, though I probably don't need a third version. But.
Well, it's funny because like a lot of times when people say, oh, it's a remix or like a remaster or like whatever, and I listen to it, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, cool. But that's one of those where at least on YouTube, when I listen to the originals and I'm like, oh. And then I listen to the newer version, the one that I have, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like it's night and day different.
Yeah.
It really is different.
The other one I have, whatever mix that is, sounds pretty good too. But yeah, so the Amazon, that's like the only place I ever give a shit about. Like, actually, I don't even care if it has bent corners, if like they've packaged it decently. But like, when they've like throw it in like a huge box and then throw some heavy shit that I ordered on top of it, and then it's like, fuck you guys, give me another one.
Well, I got that Mummies record from Groovy Graveyard, and it was in a box with another record, and obviously the corner of the record got run over by a truck. I mean, 100%, or one of the UPS like carts or whatever in the warehouse, but because the box was like that thick, so they packaged it properly. But it was the corner was obviously, you couldn't do it with your hand. It was like run the fuck over. And so it was bent, but it was like before the record started in the package. And so the record is fine. And I tried to reach out to them just like, hey, something happened and give me another one. But they were just incommunicado. And so I was like, you know what? The record sounds fine. Like, it's a boot anyway. So I'm like, what am I saying? Like, I mean, just play the record.
Yeah, I could deal with that.
At some point, it's just...
It's an annoyance, I guess. But.
And I hate doing that. I'm not a send back stuff guy.
Yeah. I mean, I never go to the post office.
Do you ever send food back at a restaurant?
No.
I've literally never done that in my entire life.
I figure it's my fault for ordering it. I don't like it. You know, maybe I should have ordered something else.
It's like, you took the chance. But no, man, I dated this girl. And it was like she was in this big family, and I was always like held hostage to like go to these big family dinners and these restaurants and stuff, which I'm already like super uncomfortable. And we're at these big table, and it's like aunt and uncle, and but as soon as they brought food, it didn't matter where it was. The mom never failed. I'm sorry, I ordered shredded beef. This is clearly ground beef, like, and made like a whole, wasn't like screaming and hollering like a Karen about it, but was enough to where I was in the corner like this. Like, this guy, dude, this guy's making, like, stop, just please stop. Just eat
My wife has a friend that does that. Yeah.
It always makes me...
Like, I get it if, like, you really hate something and you told them not to put it on.
If you're like, don't put mayonnaise, and then it comes with mayonnaise, and you're like, yo, I'm allergic to mayonnaise. I can't be fine, you know, or I just...
Yeah, so there's a line.
Or it grosses me out. But you can't tell me shredded beef and ground beef is like, that's going to ruin your fucking night. It's like, come on, man. Stay at home.
Yeah.
And I do. Oh man, well fuck. Let's jump back over to Twitch and play some records.
Yeah, what's the first record?
I don't know. Let's play something. What did Cliff send that I should play first? Should I play the English Dogs first?
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we'll start with this English Dogs record over on Twitch. If you guys want to check this out, go over to the Twitch channel and check us out. I'll get that bitch queued up, and we'll get ready to rock and roll.
See you there. Thanks for
having me. All right, brother. Hell yeah, man. Thanks for popping on, man. Big shouts to Scotty Stricknine, Wizard of Video Games, Aaron Griffin, popping on, hanging out with us. Yeah. Heading to bed, Aaron, that's not an option. That's not really an option. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, but that's not it. That's not it. All right, folks, come back over to the Twitch side of things. We're going to play some more music records before the night is over, even though it's already almost 3 o'clock. Fuck. All right, see you guys over there. Love you. Mean it.